All right, I'm gonna kind of give you guys a walkthrough of my welding skid. So for starters, we got the Lincoln Electric Eagle 10,000 plus. Pretty good machine. Just kind of go with what I have on it. I got my oxyacetylene set up. So running some Victor regulators. I got a Goodyear oxyacetylene hose reel. The quick connects for the torch. So that covers basically the add-ons aside from the packouts. So I have my packout stacks here, and that's where I keep all my tools and rods and everything I might need. So to start off, we'll just go with the frame here. So I have fork pockets that go the whole length of the welding skid, and I have a 3x3 square tubing frame that goes all the way around the outside. So I'm able to load this with the forklift. I have these little shim plates to take up space so it doesn't lean forward so much. Got 3/16 plate covering the whole thing, so I had something solid to mount to, weld to for all my bottle racks and stuff. Now for the, I guess, Hoosier pull, you could call it. It's kind of my version. The ones I've seen, just been a piece of pipe slipped through another pipe and it's just kind of rough. Well, I took it a step further and took a bearing assembly. It's basically like a 1,000-pound trailer hub shaft with a piece of solid pipe. And you got 2 races in here, 2 tapered bearings, not on top, cotter key. It basically looks like a trailer hub. So I made this plate, so you lock this up, swing the arm out with all your leads and cords and whatnot, drop it into place, and stays put where you want it. So I just got my 250-foot leads. I normally keep a power cord on there, don't have it right now, and then, I don't know, this is just an extra one for whatever. So there it is opened up. This would obviously be in the back of my pickup. So the tailgate's down, if you can imagine, and then this is sticking out. Now, my favorite part are these packouts. So not only are they mounted on the skid, but they're mounted on a roller system that I built. So unlatch this, pull this whole thing out. Just like so. Gives me easy access to get all my packouts off. I keep my torch and stuff in the bottom because I'm not using that real often. My bigger tools, clamps in the bigger one. And then this is my everyday stuff that I always take off with me. That's my grinder box. It's where I keep my rods, and then just small miscellaneous tools in those drawers. So that works out pretty good. For the bottle rack, I have a 1.5-inch square tubing frame where the bottle sits in a cradle. And I have some little brackets here with some eyelet bolts and some chain. I just tighten them up, tightens the bottle down, good to go. Kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone here. I have the stand support piece right here. I made a bracket to then weld onto there where this hose reel bolts up to. There's just a bucket I have in there, keep for, water. I like to keep some water by me, depends where I'm welding. If I'm welding in a barn or something, don't want to be throwing sparks towards any hay. I just added these D-rings to be able to lift it with the jib crane right here. I have my chain sling here with some spreader bars to be able to pick up on the four corners of the welding skid. So I can pick the whole works up, set it up in my pickup. That's if the forklift doesn't start, or the forklift isn't around, easy to get to. So yeah, there it is, all all out like it would be in the back of my pickup if I'm working out of it. These drawer slides, they're just 500-pound Vever drawer slides. They've been working good so far. There is some dirt and grime getting in there, obviously, but I mean, it's kind of the nature of the beast. Kind of show you how I did my pan. It's going to be a 14 gauge pan, welded a strip to where my my rail mounts to, bend it over to kind of protect and keep the dirt and stuff out of here as much as I can. So yeah, there it is. I mean, it's really a simple setup. Just kind of try to make it most efficient as possible as far as being user-friendly. I mean, I originally had thought about just putting the mounting plates for the packouts right in here, but that was going to be really hard to get the packouts out and stuff. So I came up with this slide, and it's been my favorite part. It's very easy to get my packouts off, get my tools, anything I need. So I just have my leads ran through this 2-inch square tubing right here back to the welder. Try and make it, look clean. And I used a bungee cord to keep them up right here. I didn't have that before, and they were coming around here, getting caught underneath the pack out slide, and it was kind of pinching them. So I just used one of these bungee cords to hold them up. Works pretty good. I have them on a quick connect, so if I ever need to leave, go to lunch, or do something somewhere, I don't have to roll them all back up. I can just, undo the quick connects, and away I go. So now that's the skid itself. It works, like I said, very well. Used it quite a bit. Set it in the back of my pickup, and away I go. Now, when it's not in the back of my pickup, normally it's sitting on this, 4x4 square tubing, 1/4-inch wall. I mean, it's a heavy deal. I built it initially to be able to back it up into my shipping container that I use for storage. Got some ramps. That's why the wheels are inset underneath the frame, so they don't take up a lot of room. No suspension, obviously. I mean, I'm not pulling this thing down the road. Got some corner guide plates sticking up just to keep it from sliding off or anything like that. So I'll get this hooked up here and show you what that looks like. There it is, lifted up with the crane. Kind of show you what that looks like. Got my 2 spreader bars to keep the chains apart so they don't collapse in on the packouts and bottles and whatnot. So kind of show you what I got going on underneath. So like I said, I have my fork pockets that go all the way through. I had to add a 1-inch square tubing here for a stiffener for one of those bottle stands. And these brackets, where the D-rings mount, those are bolted all the way through the tubing with a plate on the back side. So I'll go ahead and I'll throw that underneath it, set it on there, and kind of show you what that all looks like. All right, there it is on the trailer dolly, or whatever you want to call it. Be able to wheel it around in the shop. Now I just want to make it clear, I'm not heading out to the pipeline with this unit. This is solely for, you know, farm repairs and, you know, cattle fence and smaller projects. That's what I came up with. Let me know what you guys think. It works very well for me. I mean, very efficient just with the slide out for the tools, be able to utilize a 6.5 foot bed, maximize the space, because I didn't want to dedicate my pickup solely to a welding rig, because that's not what I do full time. I want to be able to do it when I need to, and when I don't, pluck it out of the back of the pickup and carry on with what I normally do. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Got any ideas, stuff I can add to it? So yeah, let me know if you want any videos on any other things on it, about it,